My name is Cynthia Fernandez. I'm from Douglas, Arizona, and my major is actually biochemistry. So I grew up in a somewhat poor town, so like modern medicine, for example, the topic that we're going to get into, a lot of it wasn't really funded in our community, so it's very difficult to, it would either have to drive, 2 hours out north just to get to either hospital or a certain clinic to provide, just basic health care. But my overall view of modern medicine, I feel as though it's does a greater good to society. Alternative medicine is also great. I have no bias on that. There's both ends that I fall right in the middle with. I mean, sure, a lot of it's natural, but that's how most of our modern medicine is extracted from. We get our aspirin, willow bark, comes from willow bark. Specifically with green plants, 70% of our plants come from medicine. And so a lot of it in modern medicine is natural to a certain extent. We do, do man-made medicine where we do put in certain chemicals together to cure certain diseases. The only thing is that if you were to be green, it makes it very, very difficult to know what certain chemicals to put together to cure a specific disease. I mean, in a realistic sense, like nowadays, we can just go to the doctor and just be anesthesia and get whatever we need moved, and it's not a problem. And we're so advanced in technology now that it's not an issue. Alternative medicine doesn't always cure everything. It's not as efficient. Well, modern medicine does have its downsides. There is some flaws. I used to think that money is a big thing driven in modern medicine. Knowing that most people that people that are low income or in poverty, that have the most, maybe that are living in diseases, that can't get it cured because, a lot of that research is very expensive, and the medicine for that is probably really expensive. Last thing is that a lot of it it's skeptical in some senses because science doesn't always have the answers to everything. It does have it. There are good things about it, but there's always comes failure in science. That's how we learn about things. When you fail, you pick up again, you keep learning, and until you find success. I am very skeptical specifically on modern medicine is because there's a sense that since we're so far advanced in technology, the fact that we haven't cured cancer yet is very skeptical to me.